education in our Fourth Republic. The pre-independence program,
people who can afford to pay fees for the education of their wards should send them to fee-paying private schools. Public schools should be free. I'm aware that there's a deliberate, politically motivated effort to signal time.
Baku meboni din dia chemu na waka baby ene ye na me de manji endi nti uhwe trobu platform so a na dodo na dia tototo so na mum se be ya yebenya eye confirmation timia misimu eko eye abusuefie na midro no na nipadom a omo ehyiemu ho no kyerese nsemu ayete ye no se ye de hye na ka baby no na enokre emse yenuanum atinka for eye edi dwumedie bi hihye so afa no eye diasa na maame bako na odimu akotene mse one of the sessions and episodes no mse odi third ono to so miensa or mienu na sa maame ofi empeswa so afa no the great trouble constituency oni yen aye adwuma asom the new patriotic party ache papa efiri trouble amasaman breso nyina na mami ejinemu papa na eye mami a ye nyina ye fe no ye nim na ye fe no mama G yes ene enumre unfortunately say wote me nka na oni mama G a I'm confirming to you say Mama G aye radidia na still to confirm no yema aye elections and research officer of Trobu aye Ora Michael that do na friend no Mickey yema no call aspect na ye de Mama G call ye no to confirm ema ene awie ye no so efre ka se call ye no yes oni Mama G pa eno krese ne ya tete no Mama G atwa nani ahweban enti se wo hwe adwumadie we na woni Mama G a okọ diasa osan efri eye Trobu eye umma arewo sempa de ma na busua titiri ana esan ye arewo sempa de ma eye omanjo electoral area emri bi kra no ogina se assembly woman na nem se ngunumdi anko amano nti Mama G de yeboni din na se wonim de na se afi na wo bad entertainment industry num ayaro wosem achese enre ya na Trobu constituency de general meeting kase pa mpenimfo se yemfa sida pa ma obi biara oboa ye ma dwumadie no so ma me Gloria Owusu, the member of parliament for the Great Trobu constituency ono so ednumunyam ebetai dwumadie no achi eno mpenimfo se asida PSA ne de ma obi bia oboa ma ndra general meeting no fe eno nti yebehye ne nso enkrofo mo ba ye bi ene honorable former minister for information honorable Fatima to Abubakar me friend Angel ndra okase ye papa na ye bonsem edema mame Trobu man ye se ye ni so nia ndra obebo ye chidom ama yetumi no mumfa nchemi cameraman mo omombe clinic ho mpenifo nya ni titiri ni the youth organizer ni other friends ni youth wing no na afiso me research officer Michael Adu ani the chairman of the constituency chairman na Chei Bafo also eboa me treasurer honorable Amponsan Otin Kweku Amponsan Otin ofa ese yedamase pa se mo pushima program etumi eba so yebekọ yanim rofo because wa abom nka ye se Pope Francis a onye ne ba bi kọ no anka yen de nanso ye de wom kasi yebefa Pope no enoti ye bompa ye se conclave for no information a yensa kan say fi May 7 fe kọ no start ya na omedi so that is that with the Catholic Church the Vatican the Cardinal Texin ma good luck me de unya ebem de pa se wanya ti ye kọ ye nim na enenumre ye ne leader of the NLC onyamfo Stephen Atu Biga adano YouTube now will be bisa say flag bearer, where is Stephen Atu Biga? After the election we've not been hearing from him and me no ebetwetwe nkomo oji tum so obeba nanso bibi edna kopie ba bi ntino waje tum so ne ebetwe nkomo atwetwe nkomo telephone so ntino emre no du a ye ne ononyamfo Stephen Atu Biga ebedi nkomo afa ensemu a ekoso ebi ene esikafo na se companies bia de omu dwetre bekwa hye economy bia wo hwe their legal system how fair their legal system is na se koba se chief justice yes e bi propose that chief justice ono ene wo hwe mra no so no mampani bi tumi ba na ono ni interest nti owo no konsan a business and as a companies will not even come to your country because ombe who says asem to om no omo ko court na utumi achinchim omonsa and as judges and lawyers insa that is the impression they will get ati se galamsey a ene aban woni ne mpanifo twa si se ye declare state of emergency a emma eye investment emba enso na nado abreso de NDC ni omampani ene na panfo a no mo opposition omo se omampani papa na nkola team fifre omo kam enuti yesi yepe ene yakofa aba na emu nyina ebebo mpa ye se ombetumi asolve the dun so no amaye na yetumi akọ yanim enuti honorable Atubiga Stephen ono ene ne betwetwe nkomo Judicial production ahyase to twetwe ahoma no se yensa beka no na answer yensa beka Atubiga no mepese ye bebo saa nsemi anase ye beye fro papa bi efe no Professor Amachi se mbeka na during the campaign period no cansem bebre or economist me say KUST na odo so kire na dwere bebre won nsem bebre ho mepena sempa na me mabokompo ashet because of certain interests. Politics today is about interest, and then no kreno astati dead. You cannot suppress the truth. You cannot hide light forever, and then the truth is coming out. Me pese e bekwa tie eye Professor Amachi ninsem na okaye no na yemra.
Obobo nipa ewo MPP mu amabubo bi mede Kennedy ohina Agyapong ka ho ubusa me se nipa nyina menyi ba kwa me Kennedy ohina Agyapong
na kan be bisa no
pragmatism
ene ye mpanimfo no say one hwe here you will not get the direction hu papa but the truth is that nokre untumi emfa nokre ensie untumi mfa eye kania ensie. The truth of the matter, now the truth has come out. So what here in someone can na emu odu papa or say pragmatism. Enough of the brofo we need men of pragmatism. That is what he said. So the full meaning of pragmatism there are two screens. Say me kase me ye phone we a I mean ade a me hia say me de be phone no na ma ye na menya phone no bi ahu say menya phone ma ye phone no nya say bia me betra no ma oh yesterday was a good day and so we are expecting that we will have iPhone 33 na be 10 years in some Professor Amachi akan hu nobody is able to tell me bonia e wo ho anyway sani aye kan no kebi mami kebi kebima mi kebinti wachire na dwene na eye papa ya asem mesan aba esubio ne enko ya nim no se ne nim the new patriotic party amanyoko no thank you talk pro the regions the asida PC the rank and file of the party the nsem to dwane ade no honorable Kennedy Agyapong made a minim pass within this period ya omo ye party ne thank you talk no I know, sir, he's supposed to be outside this country for other businesses. Senior Dodona Agyapong papa so as if say he is the lead in the thank you tour. Ampo for wa homano so memo adwomo akwaba.
Amejo sto obinu
Bokodie.
Obadi adawruma yama ye.
Yo. Who wan say na ye kasai?
All right, since I mean, we can say, dear, yeah, well, Sunani, bono, emantem, ahinko. Na, me ma run down one, apo bono, and I know, memeneda, ana iprasye. Anopa, beye, non to, ana yakutu, takrade, asoye, emantem. Na, memenda, anopa sanom. Yakuku, yeah, your friend say, ita. Kita one no bia na to say MPP ni eba no agawetu mana o ye.
Okay.
Kita no dia you mo ewo ejina se ne be yebutumi akakoma ebuya no setting. So ejini no
nana position hu ye kakra mame. Position hu ye kakra mame na. Pa mpacho.
Yo, get out. I see someone other one can exercise 2028 here. And on the ATN over to Abano Eddie Ama MPP. na eno no eye anopa no tumadi no na edi kan na nkasa pa no eno ekoso ewotakwa de technical university TTU na eno eye area 2 ebra ye ko ye no eya dia ebeka se party features no na ono mo mo ila ye kado na wo delegation no delegation is ana etie Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ana ono LED delegation no ana afidati hene ono nya foken wonye kutudo for kana kwa me complex to Agyapong so ebo le kidom national chairman edema the new patriotic party eye ora 7 ayisu muslim dia ono ekamo ebi general secretary Justin Trepon Kudia and so ekamo national organizer Henry Nana Wasi dia ono ekamo Reverend John in Fojo ya wono eye Aten South Emma 6 wono enso eka ehu edin ana afi eye constituency chairman abodobi ekse ko kakwi no one constituency chairman Emma 7 aden ya wono enso eka ehu edin ora transition wono enso eka delegate no ehu ade na jumi akwa ya aye kama
Nana jira ye mami amza homa no
aha
okay
yes say ewo ateye emantemam ye ko takwa technical institute eno eye 2 pm eviano empem wo bet etuo eko akura kwanta eno eye 4 pm akura kwanta ye ko akura primary school wo mo ewo auditorium kese bi ewo ye ho ani kutai ana api ye to aso eko fokoso Central school and about enumere beye nonton ewie no eya dia tum ye no nyina no ye foda eye baby efako eye honorable king say itumi edit two ye no nyina no eba ewie na eno ye ya kwa kwada baby fako ifenia boko edie no efo ye no eno eya dia foda ana the other so ekota ego so enne potem ewolo na enne ya eno eye three no yete ya for bonus edi three ahafo mantem no emu eno so say ana ente no etie be piano a ye be kono akasa ma for the no machine no edi kan no no ma ye ko no enya ya mantem no eteman ana so mo edi executive ono edi kan emma delegation no akwaba afi owia na daati hini ono nyafo ken wanyine kukudu fo kana ukwa ya kompe kwa Agyapong akasa na afi general secretary Justin Kudia Prempong akasa national chairman Kevin Ayinsu team na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ewie na ene dia ansa na meko message na omo edia atu edwano efo no ene de play no ewo go to Presbyterian church eho no ana se nyina ekosi aya eho no no ahafodie no meka se ye ne baako eno we be western north and as the western region you know atutu enwese no sike mu no a eno no yanti temuta abato agudo in abato mpesi agudo in nyina ebisi a ewo go so ya eno eye tano no abato mpesi ano efo bia ya mfanta efo eno no ana actually tano south eno eye ebitim ekutifi north Kenya says ekutifi south vidium ana sinafo north goso ana sinafo south kukum onyina ekup kan ho a ikusi aye ewo goso na ifi goso na na se goso abakwesem ewo mantem no ebo no kane no eya bia na abato ebesian MPP kuta baby e de tano no tano south SP50 north SP50 go SP50 south nanso ene eya ti atese ni nyina sabato mpesi ni nyina tesinafo no ni nyina no FP MPP ensa ema akati ti baako pe ana MPP ewo ahafu mantem no emu ya eno eye tano no Dr. Idon Kwakon eho ana owura kwetu opofu nsafua ya kono
nana position
manyoku no eya dia one ono anso eka hu bi ebepie mo ewo ahafu mantem no emu ye free wono ana te fie die etire mo ewo ono mantem no emu na ono mantem no ye fia ewo Reform College of Education Reform College of Education no no ma di ka ma to se ano no anywhere Doma Central, Doma in Kufo, Afi Doma West, when come upon no, break, and any break, and break,
Nana, me pacho jina ye mami why?
You to me, it was message star, one more Eddie Africano, across. Honorable King, name someone what the Africa, there were about one person would do Yako, any man Tama would do Yaqua. You see, man Tama American names are come at 9 Western region, Western North region, Ahafo region, and Afi, Honor region, yeah, or Tana, Ayatoma, you did it. Then someone working in the same. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia said, Oti thank you for no anymore. Or no unmany phony a war a ballot one and say now or no honorable canon idea of pepper and kabum and idea in yano. It was kind of someone now what the mark was in fact and the more no enum now after met two as a part back and the more don't from a do our channel. Not what they can also apply for. If you know, and tightly, and I hear me and provide move one. And I'm not saying it and tightly, it's not one which maybe a Tesla, Ewu Spring, I feel Cambridge University, England, UK, I feel Oxford University. And so, thank you for that open MVP part and double, that might be a thing, no, then idea, with that so up on myself. Can't thank you for no idea. We get ecosystem what mean maybe to me about every year. Now, on a weekend, it's the SM or not at the auto at the Astra party executive. I said, one more emphasis, and no one can't be here. You better say, I'm just, I'll see if you ever want to mark. What the part, yes, you're in the film, they're suspended. Or say, we can't say, as soon as they are not open, or no, I'm not suspended, and I wait, every, and so can say, sign the panel, maybe or warrior, or one now, or quite sorry, and for 10 more was it, every year we free. It's not fooling now, so they are not influence, ever, one more answer, into, or not yet, or to put the other party on 24/7. One share one more, while suspending women free up, so, the bar basic, polling station, executive, yeah, was suspended one in our hospital for Piano. Therefore, to me, a canton ambition. Now, one more ever can't pass in one. If that's why Emma 2028, they could be at me, I call the Ama party. I feel and so on. With the most, what's that? It's what here, every January. As a party for no party for man to go now. What one more ending? Or no one you cry. The Obia Tali process, Obia door to door, house to house. What call happy never ever police, or never ever immigration, or not. Just a Ethiopia, the weapon, or not. Tariano, and also a how far. And when the honorable king, it's a party in Nemo, Emma, what the Excel packet field, Eddie Emma said, party man, one and sex, not want to make ever and sex. Now, one of a casta in Indian and other years of piano, the orchestra, American, casting could be a friend, lawyer, yeah, or no secretary, or no answer a casta. What I say, we should 2024. The by a quarter to a banner. Not one man more get me, papa, what you say, and no answer a cat and what be. Anna Emma Barton is me in football. I feel you want to father. No, Cassie, you think and answer whom asked them. I didn't see Anna walk on the time. Was the answer not 20 MPP ever Papa one? There was so phobia. Only bomb pie the man party now. As an party of 8 me about power. There's MPP near power in the as for phoning I idea to say what one place at one more at the demon. And when she's going to put up from 4 air custom, and some one more player the amount, one by a pair. That's the one is less to one more. Not almost one fire Eddie Yawa, a call Eddie Etiam. I think Dr. Mahmoud about me, and so Ekasai. Now, one also the man also there will be ankemoni ana ekurumidi anko amfa manwa eno no enya dia woni sa dipa ebe ya den na wotemu se neba be kanansa na yaso akotwa ba no eya dia bomo eto fan bomo na osisi se sa niem bi e sa no na ma ekugo tie no e di eba ye afi bibi excess e-levy womo de ba no omafo ne ka se e-levy yempe na suni nyina no eya dia atese womo enti it was just MPP womo 8 years ombedi ye no na womo eya afukra trepa ya atese reservoir womo anye wonya reservoir ne nyina no wanye enti ojiri se sanye ma no eni national cathedral no ensem no eno ana ema eye intodi edi ema amanyo fu no
okay nana yeah
so far no Rebecca so far so good enne ebe piemo ewo pono mantem no prekum ehonom ana regional chairman MPP regional chairman ya wo bono Kwame Bafo Abronye ono ebe ye enyamo ho sem ene emrentu asem a tete na wotwene ho a na wonti ase esa che party planning for national chairman ewo ho general secretary ewo ho former vice president ewo one of Ken ewo
Osiden e dey dey see e
amema ni petristo Abronye kasa tia tete kamia pato yense MPP party no krade ono ana yene dia ya tete wa open no krado ya ana do plebiano ana pese wodi amado ko no eye tena na Abronye kasa ewo na hatin ati woni wona ayo bia nwanwa iti ubia nwanse no se na tena efoi eno ebra ona boken edi ekasemu ana wotese wo se ni ayi kan no nsem a bika yi ase ko ko Spain ko UK nyina no wata ho esa party no eto any party no enkabo muntero what me China oba be ti to next na eni president sa otoni adina onu no wo edema party no echete party be mi extra ni na so na wo mo party no but o ya ta no na te bi o ya ayo fo bonsam na we ofia edi extra party no eno Ukrainian honorable Ken enso eka abro anya enim ema eni edopo point na esa se mo apiapo esa se honorable Ken said ti eka mema do no a ewo MPP amanyo kuno mom ana afi to ya eye na nso no eye 10-4 ya asante no a wo mo di asoto na eye unity enkabo eti se wono honorable Ken ababeka ho enne se nam bi kanka ye no oru akwato nsafwa enso ababeka ho na chairman Abronye na ono kra dia wo ye no na enwanwa eri chese ogi west over free western region western north ahafo region baby ayakobia no chairman no open remarks no enko amro 3 minutes wakasa 2 minutes 3 minutes 2 minutes 3 minutes and so ene Abronye nko ade microphone no wakasa more than 12 minutes afikwa say 12 minutes ningina no womu nya no ono na kroni janitia ono na party ni janitia atese niana Abronye eja wa ha no no kreni ene na ehajin pa na ehajin na nina emo no eyadia wona boken etumi ekatai e ma edomo owo nyina no obia akuma etumi to on yemse ampa opening ewufia eye na Daniel wosi eye ema afupi etumi ede ebaye no eyadia ene no obia ebo wona boken abaso se kawa man kenye akawa man kenye atete ebeka so far so good the nyina emo no ye general manager owura Kwaku Amo Date espa eyadia o do so point one more day papa na ono ne wo ye ne se ye ko baby a na o emo na abi o tieti na o motika o friend ya photo na o see expect no be 24 ka if ye general manager owura Kwaku Amo Date espa eyadia ono so afọ
Okay.
And you want someone that is will be a good talent of education. Anybody here, one more hour, my 700 ending for that. Yeah, all my 700. And Obra, a project. Ana ekuta mono region everything ewo mono region it about the thing ana apronye kasa won mema ne battery so wo mema ne hosto ye nya ba bi se ebia ebesi bi ta kuna eduba mo ani e wono kwa no ebi o de bia ba be kan se edu ni nyina ahwenye ana asiri MPP amajo ko ma tete ba ko ana aka mamini epetifobia wo mo ka ko no ma che mo anu no
Nana wobetumi agina yie kakra ma ahoma no atwetwasi
medin le ama ejare former regional coordinator and the Agyapong Bono region
Nana otemika Nana otemika Nana ahomano endi mboye nana so entemi nka ntie bia yede besia esane se yente nana enka nana nte yenka ahomano enye entika yepese ogina baby ye ba mi se odi fun na ma nipa na okasa ne nti ono so onte ye mfuni a nana kwasi ampofu ode ensentweni with Kencity Media ode abran wo thank you to our party, the new patriotic party ede ahihie so vat wa my very extensive report uni okra na to 7th December abano na technical mo hwe emame obi the message about WhatsApp message or say good evening flag bearer, please the volume is too low, if you could help raise it more, thank you. One funny din amma nanso ya dase pa wa this message ni by technical pacho obi a let say volume no enhyeda emwa nti monhwe na monye ho adwuma emaye ye kosoa hwese ye nsabeka onumnyamfo Stephen Atubiga na ye ne no atwetwe enkomo enye sadia ye beko yenim sintino ne epese wugina yie maye na yesu yetie nkomodie no na abranche bi kasa former regional
flag bearer, good evening.
Good evening, Akraboko. Nyamiadum Pacho. Voice is general manager, lawyer.
This is very taboo. This is very taboo. Hold on, man.
Very taboo. No, Bogode.
Honorable Kennedy Agyapong Ewaha. Now, the second issue is and then the SC will break home now. Let me say, as I said, my TF who 10 years,
yeah.
Now, Obiani, you are found back to Abronia, or no, Bono regional chairman. 37 previous. About Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, if we remove 80%. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, and I'm Abronia. I do baby a word because the time was asked a man when you say on the Kasa will make two any other platforms. Now brought on TC. Me am a regional coordinator for Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Me minimum Honorable Kennedy Agyapong that. You are bronye and a recommended Nema Yura Kennedy Agyapong.
Okay.
Na adwuma na me baaye na me beye no not knowing say adwuma no na enye sei mum na nka all professor meye no na nka all say no otherwise ba me ade bia me bia no me dwen dating. Me you be a me support Honorable Kennedy Agyapong because of DSC KBO.
Yeah.
The news to adi hunu any akumapa or womadegan at Magana. And we think I may support no. Because the wife in social media and any of my far that be na ba na anu ada stress. Say Ghana funya military rank or mo pe no. Say Ghana for any that for politics no asa. And Ocean Honorable Kennedy Agyapong senior uti yene nioma na. They see I mean no say only the only person Ghana here no. And she say a nipa bi to say na o som na nurse so you are common na o de som no. Na Ghana he wo empenita enti me no wo ka say obia oye Honorable Kennedy Agyapong adwuma bia no e wo region we no abronye ne wo problem enti say nya akwanya as a regional chairman na obe ma welcome address na o start say o to ayamtia o kan send ya Honorable Kennedy Agyapong a wo wabra bo a waboro wiase nyina no 80% the Honorable Kennedy Agyapong and abo amount because cars are on the mouth na wuni car o ma usika ma wo de for election e ma wo win election abra sa election na no Dr. Baru Bawumi anum di nipa ba ma ne be contest o na investigation when ye bibi ama wase a wo bono kro
wo mono kro no na se thank you for ya no me nyina no unity and kabom ko a ya ko kama ecosystem ne ba me ba fo abronye obi enhu ho kumko ya ebi say ni mu a ene no oje sa eniamo ho sem eni emrentu asem sa no de etre penny ewo brekum no we eno eto entend ya ye beka so far so good
okay.
What don't for the other admin? You better your last place ewo bono na afi ya sign atwaso akwa piemo ewo asante emantem no
yo nana ye beda se bebre nyame ehira o no mbom ho ban nyame aduma wukuada ye besan atwen aben ona wa man another report nyame ehira pa ye nana kwasi ampofu a ye oye sentweni de Kencity Media ene ne twetwe nkomo a o mayen update thank you to no so far I think that so far so good and yeah bono de ya o mi so mama ye ho update ya eno enheda anko ya ka me gidi so far so
ina echia Ghana fo nyina
yo
MPP leadership echia the NDC leadership and all opposition political parties memobia aju enyumre yan working for better opportunities ochina
ye bonya mempa ye say obema better opportunities aba na enkofo so ma fi pa o ye to aba ni wie na say yen sheda ante wonka de na what's up with you
anyomanye I mean if government or free opposition less than 5 months our party ni broke bojo our munisika enye Honorable Kennedy Agyapong adaroma anka ye ntimi ntia staffa say de ye wuo so movement it's not easy to maintain a political party for say 276 constituencies so the 200 Ghana krana edi constituency bia every month me kan ye party nketu wa ye ni abamu that we depend on our friends to support us here and there oh yeah press conference krana free from 8,000 to 20,000 to 30,000 to 50,000. Oh, yeah, press conference back. Oh. So it's not easy. You fool, near what have you? If you cry maintain how much more a smaller party like us and resources in every founders and leaders no honor. So I was saying, say we are hanging in there. Some more invited me say it would have been nice. Semi chatty kitaba in and out.
Yeah.
Name enter right, name secret ni bibia. But at that moment, I didn't have that resources available.
No, Eddie, we appreciate say ni nyina chi no oni ebedin komo yebedase pa ebompa say mpenifo mutie na ombetumi aba omoa no omomo because adwuma de wo bi pa de bo a man Ghana. Now minia in your absence no a whole lot of issues have happened see what man Ghana mu ni am pese meje wadwen kire wo so ewo termination of appointments of appointment abayin ba yi obaye with the promise say oba be create inuma e de ama emebunu na emom obaye no wayi enipa bebre edi. In fact a typical example Ghana Education Service your man penny ni penny for ma order say yen for almost 10,000.
Yes.
Na later no na omo realize say da do aban no sabre no wo mo fa nkrofo wa adwuma mu no o man hwe nipa no so oye MPP ana se oye NDC enti em se mpanifo ko tena se hwe o mu ze NDC dudo na so den ewom ema omo reverse sa order no me pese me bisa se political party ana se presidential candidate oye promise or company on the back of job creation no beba 2 minutes beba na they say of no supreme leader o man Ghana no wanya sa supreme authority na obaye no the first thing to do is to kick those who have been employed no out sa asem no otiye no ete osen
me momo de me free say my am pretende the constitution no my president bia say onya tumia or appointment no it's about 10,000 plus.
Okay.
Depends on. So I think say Ghanaians yen accept it. President be obe power biano. Yedi. Ene obia your friend is saying o predecessor appointed no. Predecessor and so ba ono so onyi obia dia. Another predecessor appointed no. Masa oshe NDC 8 years in opposition. Masa komo mu pa. Ekomom but immediately you take over power. Ejuma wa here be create immediately Eden Crofasha honomo. So you look behind and look through your books. When I'm a predecessor appointed, no, be a party member. We did 8 years. Ono sun continue fie. Na we mun sun didi. So yen nyina accept it, including the appointment of the chief justices and certain things. Say MPP ba ono sun terminating ono sun appointing there.
Okay, yeah, Chief Justice there no so as a topic into no there
okay, so I think say for instance Galamsey say and I know see a different topic
Galamsey so we person who commenting on the termination
from Harbour
yeah
denti America sa no o share the MPP defeater it is omo aye more opportunity so omo nye adwuma no omo na ye nya achom omo ye greedy very selfish, wicked people. Omo babu no be worried about. Omo appointee omo no. Omo na di party na bro. Omo na ahwe babu no. Omo na anye very creative. Omo na ebi no dane big men ebe omo nkotenare obi ye no ye communicator bi a onya appointment bi ano. On call TV studio to show you big man. O dey be our rolling the glass. Omo fit and say be man no da semena so. Omo ma come the boys no. Now what is the sense there? Kwabna nina mwakoma na ID card say or your national security oni baby ko or the na makola no assignment not a boso so na wo the 800 Ghana e the amane momo ontimi masa 800 sebi o call la pass kura e kofa empena kura enso mo hotel ne se mo beji mani na mo de kwabna ni e mano your friend say boso me na mo no benefit nothing. So all I'm saying is say is nani nyina na mo breme president John Dama, President Anado. Oh, yeah, nyuma bebre. I would like to say, look, there's nothing like a perfect government. There's nothing like a perfect president. But you must tell you the employee, your friend is saying, the employer together. You must tell the president's story. Individual offices, ministry be na edisika ba be mamu host, kene Agyapong emamu airtime, ema party no. Be 8 years at the radio stations, then the BBR to for free. Executive be an answer, Obi Nedisika be bremo say every man say Mubedi. Munina Mohamuka, auction car cry mamo. I'm asking you. why na executive be an asap ofri and obi ofri presidency and obi a peer party national level ababe tinam studio aka say ye ba be da Kennedy Japan say so or the radio station TV station amamo for free, and it's both political parties when they are in opposition they are trying to be united. One of the very fake, one of pretending thank you to her say your friend is saying Stephen Tim say one stop it that omu campaign to na ekona. He may be the worst MPP national chairman they've ever had.
Adintra.
Hey, sa campaign to no. Ufri say.
Anya campaign to. Thank you to. Anya campaign to.
Thank you to. Well, me friend a campaign to because executives ni bebre no. Who's a party ni broke. MPP party is broke. And then nam say come ni ohia adokro most of the executives no. They want to hang behind Bawumia's neck and pretend. What he has said, they are company for thank you to, they are doing their own campaign. Hey, so more John Dramani there now or to call campaign to thank you to no. It is because most of the executives did not have money, did not have resources, and President John Dramani Mama had become a god in the NDC, you know, so that all pet position biano. So one hanging on John Dramani Mahama Konga. One pretend to cry and yes, I want to endorse na. You never retain your seat or win a seat in the NDC. That's a different story. Because collectively, all the executives and the party structure had collectively decided say, Omoti John Dramani Mahama Neko because he's the bankroller, whether you like it or not, Julius Debra, or no sustain the Afandi party. No? Either you join them or they crush you. So the whole it's different from the MPP. Kennedy Japan when the BBD. A papa na yebubu ni dying one of the bank rollers for the MPP. The yebubu ni dying from the your friend is saying
George Otibonsu.
Ufri say you'll be happy following the candidate. No, let's be honest with each other. Look at what is happening. Says Stephen team wants stop it. Sir, thank you to no more candidate no one can call the campaign to thank you to because the your friend is saying the box stops with the candidate. He will go and tell the story independently. Maybe that was say, Mudi to me share me say me lead the MPP no. Assume si amwame say ne see say ne see inti nyame ya adoma mesa ba na mama opportunity. Na ken akompreko de odi kan di sika ekoso party na se first. Do obi enu awadi sika abua MPP party eche akompreko. He will also go and tell the people someone who semuto mesuaba then he can punch holes without fear, without turning back. Then say, "Sankamo de mami, ankame say, mese, and I say, mo mami akonya irrespective me, and I say, omo omudi candidate nechino, sankamo play say, because Kennedy Japan is a reckon. I mean, it's a force to reckon with, internally and externally in the party. So such a person, no, he and Bawumia can even be a candidate. And his running mate, Anamebwa.
Yeah.
But they are at this moment, based on what I have seen, based on what I'm picking up, everybody is pretending. And when they go on platform to express their feelings, what happened and what did it offends others. For instance, when the candidate says a certain statements were made to run candidate, you see, because everybody is sitting with anger. I think, say, Anchor Stephen Tim, it was saying, reconciliation, no. At the party headquarters, Omodeko campaign turn is incomplete. You can't do with that, Ostafo Mapo. You can't do thank you to without telling the people, say, we will bring casualties on board. So what I'm thinking, no, to me, any candidate in SWA, or this campaign turn, say, thank you, in terms of unity, no, it's not real. It's fake. They are pretending. But who are they? They are deceiving themselves. So that when Bawumia himself goes, he's going to meet the voters, the party structure, make up box chairman, constitute the executives. No?
Yeah.
Because at this moment, you are dealing with the internal structure of the party first before you go external. But it's like they are campaigning. So,
yeah, koso.
So what is happening now? It is wrong. If they are listening, you say, hey, Unyanko Bojo Yasia. No, what you say. And we are all learning. But what I'm seeing, it is none of them is real. look at when at the campaign, so we kasa na we aka kutia etia we. Look, I will not be surprised say the next baby on beduru no omba twede abo omba askata ewe so I think say whatever motive and reason a party ni entimi and strategize and pesika and fan to party no anhwe anya independent anya strong no, they should not pretend and show weakness and go and crash the party. For instance, some of them most of them are our friends. We are friends at both political parties. Almost one person party in free President Nanado. It's like President Nanado has owned the party and taken the party. Now look at what is happening. You don't have the resources, so you end up going to where you think someone person will be corner. Senior, why you getting me?
Yeah.
Then you come around and be biting your fingers. But so obia koye ni thank you to apologize. Emma Mazitimika independently. Na party structure na nkasa independently. Almost thank you to your executives, your supervisor good internal election, your candidate in Takwaba party structure. Munina man who say and Takwa say no. Yet the Baba Damasu say Muni ya juma by a sa concraya. You be free all the aspirants. You be free or more formal and current aspirant. You be free or more party you omedi ASA no. Nti no munya Baba tenat ni aka party na bom. Ni asa be the right coin. No be answer ababe contest party structure. E could do presidential. Na mwa unipa na maye. Afe ni asa independent party. Party structure. Ya san abe come munya bom. Then we'll go and try again. That is how party is being built. Okay,
Atubiga hope so say Senka as the leader of the NLC. And Sadi we see this is how you are going to restructure the party, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
The young fan say MPP for the almost structure no.
It is wrong.
Okay.
It is
now I think your point is well made in that regard. Now me person who conclude a termination of appointment will be a fano jumem say be a maritime authority. Now ya issue statement say nipa be 100 ye yomadi because ebia aban dadano and a employ from 2022 eba and a employ but ye yoma free jumanum Ministry of Social and so now ya the statement aba ye fa obi 2022 and so ya pamono. And I'm person me je wadwen kire wo so say is it going to help us as a country? Yenfa appointment of key positions in this anyama no you dey yenfa to nchen. Not to say memene wo yenya appointment and so ya family or Ghana Maritime Authority. I've gone through all the processes. Now aban for buyer ebi oheme ni mo hemi din office me ye MPP nti no apamo me. What is your take on this?
I think say and I know what is happening in our country, no.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, no. Nidaso, will be a home. Set me the party, ya we never my ejuma aye.
Yeah.
But because of your constitution, no, added too much power. Ama the president.
Okay.
What you say? Indeed, I want to be president, no. It is a president be aba. Habo say meti nyoma we so meti duty so may say oh mema na say oh mema na it say kuro we, but immediately you win the election and realize say that is where most of the chunk of your money eba udibetia workers, the chunk of money udibabe your friend say udibabe yeah quite what have you know. So the first thing I already have the power. Let me look for more money. Mekwa I can go back to the ground and use it to win the second term. But the termination, no, because of the lazy-minded of politicians to be creative and create your 10,000 job, your first thing is to look for who was put there by the MPP or the MP chief of staff. Instructed some of our listening in Amra, unim sakomunina na we munso beijing embedded. So we look instead of how can we create 10,000 jobs immediately I take over office. But at the moment, you know, the pressure from the party structure to say NSA, I see Educate here has his list. What you say? John Dramani Mohammed, the candidate, has his list. The bank rollers have their list. The regional chairman have their list. constituency chair, how do you satisfy them? That is why I'm saying that unfortunately, Africa, it is satisfying your party. It is satisfying people that will be qualified, but in the name of party structure and first, party's interest first. For instance, removing of the Chief Justice. Are you getting me?
Na me say Chief Justice there no a main way am person me no di nkomo won ti no.
Okay. So I think say President John Dramani Mahama removing all the appointees of the MPP, it is in the interest of the NDC. It is in the interest, the pressure that he's having. And then the appointees that MPP also appointed, they've also gone to sit in those offices. What you here? And then pretend, instead of being neutral, now they've come out to sit on radio. They have spoken about political colors. Of course, once there's a political, the powers given to the president includes appointing appointees, head of departments and what have you. They will also be coming with their clout. So let's all accept, say MPP, the MPP be winning election, the NLC be winning. Now me say me winning election. I will sack all MPP and NDC appointees. I will sack all of them and bring my friends and bring NLC members who will cook and what we eat. So it's a reality. Let's accept it. So this will let political structures also work harder and make sure that their party wins power.
Na idea be boy.
Me pacho say
winner takes all. Idea be boy.
Winner takes all. Unless of course I want the reform to make you say if you're a political party in Ghana and you are able to gain a certain percentage of votes in the country, you should be given a seat, a slot in parliament, and certain percentage of the appointments should also be reserved for the opposition parties to also be there. Even if it entails, even we are adjusting and accepting that even in cabinet, oppositions, there are days that they should relax and have opposition political parties. Okay, they should have a spare cabinet just to tap into the knowledges that those are, because it doesn't take a stupid person want to lead this country or want to be a president, so that we will see that, okay, that will not happen. Such the meeting. So when that happens, we will know that, okay, say way appointment, way back, he will continue, that will be done. If not, okay, what you can bring Jesus Christ to come and lead all the political parties. They will, if they have to even bring the devil to come and hold certain positions, because the devil voted and made sure that they came into power. And a party in power who have struggled for 8 years will not come and there's a perception and the belief say, who does see a DVLA a chief CEO still no over support the sitting government. So but unfortunately, I'm approaching no more the Antissa. Your job is protected. Or we should make it in such a way that those jobs should not be political. They should be protected by certain acts. Once you are there, until you retire.
Matewasi. Now it's like you are taking it to the appointment. I can say. Now me person share obi oye innocent. Ya fano adwuma ma ban bie portal no apply now. But your point is well made. The CJ's removal, I think it's a very interesting to you. It's an interesting issue because okasa you want to go there. The Omampeni, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, or say na so no I receive some petitions say yenyi maamini emfiri ho. No kura me so say me no ka say maame the Chief Justice, the former Chief Justice, Gertrude Saki Isaba Tokonu, dia President a suspended over one concern say onko na yenhwehwe nsɛm and I mean no ka say yede Justice Bafo Boni last week mema ahwefo ehu baby Justice Bafo Boni no efri even his certain relations in the current government and in the previous government a more clear indication coupled with in someone omo abemu say omo kan against the judiciary when they were in opposition. Sir, suspension or the attempt to remove the chief to say now what will be the position of your party on this particular matter?
The day me say yema me Chief Justice there's a possibility a yedi purchase is akono. I knew say it was a done dealer. She will never survive it. I advise her say on resigning, non-fan integrity and coffee than a sacked formal chief justice. So or resign. One thing about politics, with the power vested in the president, it is so powerful that political power, the only thing you cannot do as a president or government in power is to wake a dead body up. So anytime a political power is being invoked, trying to remove anybody in office, take the defeat and go away. As Antefo say, Sausi minya tumi, mebua mana wanini ego huwa, nipa ne wini tumi ne pe, ushia ne pe, uro dross ne kutu na wone, mano da sumina so. So tiati, unya huni pe, uro pas ne sha se ene, because upa din chine ma, tumi ne diama president no, tumi na political power contain no, you will go. So I was advising chief of staff with a lot of things. Baby, I don't know. I was saying, whether he likes it or not. And nobody in Africa can survive a political power of saying that you will leave office. And secondly, don't forget, the president, what you say here, a party in the war na buy. And once na party, a war by now. You must protect the party interests. And then they share the future of the party. NDC have seen, Chief Justice is the biggest obstacle for the NDC achieving their aim, delivering their governance, and protecting the party structure's interests. So the Chief Justice, the NDC sees her, she's tilting more to the MPP, and also she has become a politician than an independent chief justice. That is what my mother party is saying, and that is how they see her, as a stumbling block in which it is their court cases and everything. Unfortunately, that is where we find ourselves as Africans. So immediately we are governor, we are chief executive, we are any strategic position which is politically appointed, because presidents they choose chief of choose your friend is chief justices anameboa, president to be an choose anameboa. So as he has the, but unfortunately unfortunately the chief justice position is also protected by certain guidelines, even though president will to me
exactly.
You must able to also timidity
exactly
work carbon and stand what me puni chief justice say so whether bodam ni kro nam ka kwan so ahu say otimi atworo krata e de ama say chief of staff no me de me wo fa say ba say no ye ana wo fa abodamfo association ye call ye no chief justice ama ye kwan kra ma ya mfo ohu ye say for the fact say ye ho atete ya rest and ye abodamfo ye can, I'm saying say, but there is nothing political. I think say it's still not too late. Maame no on resign no uncle fear with the integrity that she has, because ejana edokro na se no nya de ebejo ebeshi.
Okay, yo medasi na ye ko ye nim no me pese me je wadwen kire so ewo eye galamse ntokwa no okun no eye mpanifo a omo aban mu sese nsem omo kan ye ewo opposition ene ye de tumi ama omo ene ne omo de tumi no eye no eto sen
me momo de the galamse na ewo Ghana no at the galamse fight no, it is bigger than any political party.
Okay.
Bigger than any government. Because nobody can stop Galamsey in this country.
Oh,
the reason why nobody can stop Galamsey. Why do we call it Galamsey? Because we've not made it legal.
But say abaya e wo mu sese e wo sese e omo wo opposition omo ye say we all know the solution to Galamsey. Etino na Ghana for do na nim say omo ba no na do aban de ni timo de on person obeso of Galamsey no ba omo de omo so magic one de bia omo de best solve enti dodo to aba mom say omo ba no beso solve because they created the impression that they could solve it.
Well, ene minim how long other political parties in betimi defeat NLC Eddie President Okroma because we only MPP ne other opposition no yamfa ne say 4 years 8 years 12 years. Do you think say as we are in opposition no NLC people must try to go and find some holes to dig and survive because we don't have employment. Are you getting me? Obuasi and those areas omanfa bayire nyankopon ammo bayire nyankopon ammo bode nyankopon de gudie na sha asase no mo nana motu abesi ne anameboa.
Yeah.
Until we all understand as politicians, government in power in opposition say we must allow any political party yen training crofo near momunye legal mining, very well trained mining, a mining that yen say yes you know sort of the
yeah.
But we must give the power to the miners to police themselves. Then the assemblyman is the first point of contact on the DC you know, to know say in my community yeah mine waha. And the mineral commission must also have also offices, strategic offices, and the people that are not party colors, sort of the to be also what would do assess be move so onto a good year. A bench you assemblyman unim say enye ene ye de sama for de akwa zoom lion ho a sama for e wo ye mantemu ye nyina ye nyi no omo ahoden che police and any institution to be able to keep the area clean, to be more conscious in sanitization and then clean environment. Any institution, I'm talking about from 80. I'm 75 born, but me kase meniti I'm 84. Kakra ebano. I say uti se sama ebakura na ujane. Anameboa.
Yeah.
If you be they keep the environment konko kura da hona nsuo wo mu a omu hwiegu ye hono mo clean uni sen kasa to waso kura sama kura nko betimi maintain the friend say galamsey for no kura more than even police for anameboa.
Yeah.
Because you be sama the assassin ye ne dia no obekwa himfie those days I don't think the courts kura more effective anameboa. Yes, so I am saying say the omopa yenkopam obia every you know NLC for say kwakutu yepa yenkopam ye nyina NDC for be to be. And don't forget say immediately NDC won NDC mamuru et by force kwaji pits sort of the mention from the MPP so as NDC sube lusua so it's the same. It is look it is say you can't drugs no. There is no country in the world that has no drug problems. It is, are you fighting it? Anameboa.
Yeah.
The drug issues is a national issue. Drug dealers have no party colors. All they care is about can we push it outside the country? How can we outsmart our borders, bring it in or take it out? They don't hang NDC or MPP colors. So I think say and same people on one. May fan hang MPP or them fan hang NDC. It's a national crisis.
Okay, so do you think, in your view, President John Mahama has the approach why so far in tackling the Galamsey menace no?
I don't agree to the banning of the excavators. I don't agree in CSC machines no. For instance, Mami, who is Jemfua, the women organizer. Meka in this MPP regional organizer. Kate something, right?
National organizer. National women organizer.
National women organizer. Your friend saying.
Kate, Kate Jemfua.
Yes. Look at her number of excavators that were bent.
Yeah, say almost almost Shikra now. You see excavators. Now about 40 of them cannot be traced.
Which is unacceptable. As when I saw it on TV, so I can say even excavators no cry, maybe 2 computers, brains, you know. Immediately they leave, they come back and take it away. So to the the Galamsey is a collective decision. Was Ubia getting involved? Actually, Abayankwa cannot police and do the because they are MPP, NDC, a winner. woman says to be a meton around Sakomona area. When I bought the land in 1998, and no crown, I bought it for nothing. Immediately, GM was declared, and as I say, Baku is about 600,000. And no, meanwhile, near Dosso, ye fool also. Immediately declare no. Your friend say, Langas, Abeja, hey, to chasa, since December, Quasino to Chanam. I had to fight. They are not holding any documents.
Okay.
Sort them.
Okay, leader.
Because the value has gone up.
No, yeah.
And then yeah, we are NDC guys, NDC numbers. I try what I'm trying to explain to you.
I'm getting you.
So we are in a country. Look, I have been fighting land guards to date.
Yeah, leader. Yeah, Brennan Tinanka me pese ye stay around the Galamsey. No say, Usha Aban way so far. What would you commend them? Would you applaud them for what they have done? And should Ghanaians expect anything better? 2 seconds. Now you call the next stop because time no yasu.
Me, I want to judge a new government who have sat in opposition for 8 years. I want to judge them after they have finished all their appointments, they finish all their boards, Oma put all structures in place. Then I'll see how they are going to the direction they are going. Sort yes here. Now, I NDC being my mother party, no. I judge them by the internally, the players that they are choosing, how they are bringing everybody along. Rewarding loyalty.
Omo ministerial appointment. Kofi Amabua honorable washasi a oye ejuma Galamsey. So those who are supposed to deal with the issue, they are in their various positions.
Yes, but believe me or not, every the ministry is here no. The my tie so no mo hwe babu no. Fa babu no ko school. Omo wenia, they leave the youth alone. Today, no, Omo John Dramani Mahama etie, some of the entire Mubu etie hono, wa reward the loyalty. And some of us also chastise John Dramani Mahama for not rewarding nodness. And they were rewarding nodness, abruso. Everything that some of us held John Dramani Mahama account. I'm talking about the internally. He has done it.
But are you are a nodna, right?
Yes, I am a nodna. I am, and I did that because we've been begging for them to make us presidents. They are making us president, but it is not reflecting at our backyards.
Okay, Yanko, free Galamsey, we know now. Yanko, your take on the general elections, 2024 general elections. No, Senya Eko saying MPP lost the elections.
2024.
Yeah.
Put me on record, say the dynamics. I'll take each party. I am looking at like the MPP for the first time that they were having a northern candidate. But northerners in the MPP or the NDC are always brought on board not because they want them, not because they need them, but they bring we northerners on board a list. The NDC is the socialist for the poor. Now, Obin Kancho also you hear ni abejoine MPP nesu. Omane tenase who say they want to do big things for the country. That's why omo big things. Omo ye njuma bebre. Omo build a sikafo. What you say? But this time around, the MPP forgot to take care of the grassroots. Ehiafo ne say, your friend say, apakanya sikafo ne tisono. Ehiafo ne neswa. They forgot. So what you say? And almost not take MPP start taking decisions and favor omo from no. Look, I mean intro enchira. There are a lot of communicators. Sebi, Manodas. I wish I could mention names. Me na me bua ebinum crowd with fuel. I hope you know. My brother say we know.
Yeah. I'm aware.
Me man temo ha. Ebi baha no mo. Because me a politician no. What you say? Ye baha say. Ubehu NDC. I'm so ubehu MPP. Abrantie. They are suffering. Nobody was listening to them. If every appointee Kora adopte MPP communicate. Masa obehu MPP communicator na aba na WhatsApp okura omo book no ushia mo radio station na omo amotu omo aye brown omo mpaboa pa ti se tencha hini footballer or the call retirement no. Meanwhile they are MPP communicators. Are you getting me? Nobody they were left. I mean it's so sad to say some executives where politics is business. Me, as a Tibiga, leading an NLC, politics is business, politics is common goal. So what did they mention?
Yeah.
And it is not permanent decision with you.
Unfortunately, we have just 2 minutes. Mr.
Thank you. So the MA party and say,
yeah,
whether it is MPP or NDC in government, you must take care of the grassroots. So the MPP lost. There was an issue of the masses, especially the Ashantis, rejected some of the Ashantis, or the Ashantis rejected Bawumia just to punish the party, because na pesemin kuminyane edidijano edo so pa ewo your friend say MPP no mo. If you didn't belong to certain family, certain cloud, I have seen regional, I have seen constituency, I have seen executive cry mama during the election, during neglect. I have met Ahimfo, I have met Omo Madamfo. Look, here in Tuabano. And some people in the MPP, I wish me Abodi, on the election day, the report I got from the NLC party structure, almost say Omumpie Embe Tuabano, Ombe Tuabano Yade, Yebetuayade, Yen Tuabano, and also to punish the MPP structure for them to reposition themselves. And the northern and the Muslim card two played a certain dynamic.
How?
So, because yes, right. For instance, the Christian Council or the Christian Fraternity saw Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia candidature as not that he's competent. Mahmoud Bawumia is competent. He has what it takes to lead the country. But religiously, the Christian fraternity saw it there. Ceremony lead the country where it will tilt towards the Arab or the Christian or the Muslim Arab sector, which will make the Muslim religion more stronger. It will not make this country being known as a Christian nation again. I get where I'm coming from. That is how Omunina, the leadership of the Christian Council, came together and took a decision that, look, the man is good, but where is our faith? Where is the strength of we leading this country with prayers, with everything, owning this country as a Christian nation? Because there are other Muslim nations that played a role. And then secondly, the Muslims did not look at whether it was a Christian or a Muslim. They looked at what they were going to achieve or their own reason. And that is why I believe that all we political have to study that trend. That didn't shake. That didn't help the MPP. But mostly, the internal of self-destruction, the greed was 80% of the MPP defeat, because the masses Ashanti region, they all neglected the party because it was monkey they work, babu they chop.
Okay, so moving forward, what advice would you have for the MPP party
the
in
advice
2028?
I have for them is that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the first thing I can talk about is the candidate who just lost should try and to try and work solo to kill the idea that vote Bawumia and get President Anado, so that he'll be an independent cat for himself. And then the presidential aspirant, somebody like Agyapong, who I love so much. I have been friends with him for so long, and I know his talk and do. He should also go solo and then show the party that I am not yet a candidate, but I am a reconciliator. As he has taken that trend, that is what I've seen from him. He's not trying to play the blame game. He's trying to be a good politician that puts the interests of his party first. For the party structure to accept that, whether we are host or we are kaya you, we are appointee you are you, we will be a yasaki, you also have your clout. That one in politics, 1 + 1 is not 2. I didn't vote. I didn't vote. I was protesting that why should Kusasis cannot pass through Wale and go home, they will be killed. Why Kusasis and Mampurushis be killing themselves in Boko as we are one family, one blood, without nothing done by it?
Okay.
It cost me 15,000 Ghana, Masa, to cross Tamale to Bolaga. My security and extra security that I'll get with logistics.
Okay.
It cost me 15,000 anytime I get to Tamale. I listen to me.
Yeah, leader. Embreno Momaya be said me call break. You be pese ka o da obe bank no. So the anyone they did you deal with nanka wabana ya complete 2 hours no.
No problem.
Because I just have 1 minute left for you.
Yes. So with my 1 minute, the party should take a second, should do a post-mortem, factual, realistic, truthful. Your friend is a post-mortem in the party, and go back to the drawing board. But the first step is Stephen in team. He should stop. They should cancel. They should come back to Accra. They should allow the candidate himself to go around, unless of course the whole party structure has accepted that they are going with that candidate 2028, that they will all do just as the NDC agreed, say, we are all going with John Dramani Mahama 2024, and the whole party structure accepted and then supported John Dramani Mahama, and they went for the thank you tour, and they made sure they brought him on board, and he delivered power for them.
Advice Ben Adebema one more the electorate, the police station executives, the for the electoral college of the MPP moving forward into 2020. The advice Ben say looking at what happened, what be more?
Me free say I was say next about to Ombeto no punish ebinimo pam nye kukudro empam nkrofobia eni amwo no munyi candidate jini di say no matter what no ntwi vote free honomo what you say they should bring the akukudro the odi reconciliation beba and obi a enida so betimi aben no what you say and choose leadership so choose to mo nye big men or say who kro ntino nsa enchia wo mubium no fa hwe asetina mu no nto aba emma penyi bi a obeboa wo enye penyi bi a okwakoye big man.
Okay.
Futu amede ma grassroots no.
All right. Akwa e better was a probable, but like I said no oba na wo ma yate unkana ya hwehwe ne ehia wo ha. Why?
Mr. Medamase.
Nyame enka
but enye better.
I know. You the leader of NLC Honorable Stephen Atubiga ene no ekasa no. Ma me fa aboafo nkrato be sima na me samra sisia. Yo, some akwa babium the 6 shows na woni gu yemre no ayebe nanso your phone lines no blinking ma me fa ba ko mienu bi. Yeah, hello. Yeah, hello.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, who are manu so am wajo mo akwa ba.
Yeah, meje usu eja.
Mpacho udi ni bebe afrefi.
Pache frame of fire, me feel free bubuash.
Offer ya mpacho kasa mami.
Yo, me pache so ma leka no. And of crepa